All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, YouTube. Let's get going. Market is in sync. We got very, very close to actually reversing here. We got very close to Globex. Globex is 101.5, and market just rallied back up. There's a couple of issues that the market is running into. We're right here. Captain setup, switch trade into Globex, and then the market bounces right back up. So this is going to be a huge resistance area to any move. The market is in sync on the long side. So really, most likely we're going to consolidate here for a little bit till the market decide what it wants to do, because it's going to take a little bit of effort to go through this captain setup. Okay. So we have resistance here, support at the 104, resistance between 80s to 200. And that's something that we need to kind of give the market a little bit of time, let it figure out what it wants to do. You have two levels, and this is a huge levels here, 126, actually 127 and 124. So that 127 to 124 is going to be the middle of the opening range. Let me see here. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Good morning, Gregory. Good morning. So what kind of market we're having right now? So far, the market is in sync on the long side. So we should be looking for a long against that 127 to 123. The opening range for this market is 150 to let's call it 100. 150 to 100. So that 50-point range is the opening range. And we're getting a lot of choppiness right off the bat here. We have 9 o'clock, top of the hour, ISM services PMI. So that's a piece of news that's very important. Okay, I mean, yeah, we may start getting a bit of a push here if we get anything above 162. It's interesting here. They're struggling. The expectation is to see a push. It's 86. Okay. All right, let's look at this pullback seriously. Maybe if we can get like a push toward that 45, then a reversal. Here we go. Wow. What happened here? That something happened. Market is out of sync very quickly. Some news hit. May not get the report today. There's a captain setup, double captain setup short on the 70. That's a big deal. That push in price action, it produced a captain setup, another captain setup. So that whole structure from 160 190 is a double short signal. Something happened here. May not get the report today, right? I'm not understanding your question. That was a bit nasty, to be honest with you, because a pullback into that area and then a reversal would have been a buy signal, and they just flushed it very, very quickly. Now we are sitting at harmony zone number 2. The odds of us getting to Oh, from the government shutdown? It's a good question, actually. Well, we'll find out here. I mean, they wouldn't have put it up on the list if they're not going to send it. Probably those numbers are already made before the announcement of the shutdown. We'll find out here in 17 minutes. Okay. So what's going on here? Oh, they did? Okay. Captain set up long on the 30 NT Renko, so let's see how they're going to handle this push back up. Ultimately, they're fading. The speed and the way they moved lower here, and the fact that we're making lower highs, just kind of gives me caution about getting long anywhere. Like the market has to prove itself and go all the way up to 150, and then give me a higher low before I even contemplate the idea of going long, especially against that quick move and flush that the market did. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate with bursts of energy that just comes out of nowhere. Range is contracting with the market out of sync. The behavior is more short than long in this area. And I need more information out of this market. No trades for me so far. Here we go again with this fast price action. I mean, all of a sudden things just get lively. So there's something going out there. I mean, I think the government shutdown is going to weigh on the narrative all day long. I mean, that's a 6-prong captain setup long. And I mean, they put it here and they flushed. They put it in here and they're moving it slightly up. I need more information out of this market before doing anything. We are in the neutral zone, so that's a consolidation pattern on the open. We're spending a lot of time here. A 6-prong captain setup pushed higher. A push above 152 will put the market back in sync. But then you have 2 captain setups working against it. So we're seeing this very range bound market so far. Good for them. Here we go. So the market is back in sync on the long side against those two captains set up short. So this market tells me it's a scalping market at best. This open, we're probably gonna wait till the top of the hour at 9 o'clock and see how the market is gonna act with the news if they release it. I mean, this 136, 133 level, if we get to it, yeah. So they're putting on a trigger trade. That's a buy signal right here. Okay, so that 133 level. Man, I just can't put it, like around my head. This idea is just a little bit too tough to take. Market is in sync. Then you got this captain set up short with a switch trade and another captain set up short. Like I almost have to clear the 170, 190 area before I start going long. And if this current candle kind of goes down and breaks below 130, then you're going to start inching your way back to Globex. So I need the market to really kind of prove itself here. I think this is going to be more of a chop. And, for me to go long, we need to clear these two big signals to go short. Like we need to at least go above 165. Does that make sense to you guys? Good morning, Ola. Yeah, no trend. No trend, and there's a lot of distribution. Now, if you look at the 50, chart, a 139 is a captain setup short. So if they do that, then I have 3 signals telling me to go short in that same spot. If 160, a little bit of separation and expansion. Let's look at ES here quick. Yeah, I mean, the ES is definitely a lot more solid and more trendy. So that could be weighing on NQ. Because you feel like NQ wants to go down, but ES is not helping it. So they took out the stops right above the captain setup, and it looks like they're kind of faded. Okay. They're playing games today. They're playing games. The 70 NT Rinko is about to go into a retest of the captain setup. Yeah, I mean, I'm so tempted, man. So tempted to go short. So tempted. 134. You get okay. So they got there. Let them rally back up. 134. Where is this thing? Yeah, I'll go 152. I'll go 152, and I'll see if I can get there. No, they're not gonna get there. Okay, 147. 147, 137. So then I have to go 159. Okay. Let them go back up. We're hitting support here. So I mean, they have to slice right through it before I get more aggressive with my shorts. My short is an up, let them rally up here and then come back in, but that's not what the market is doing. They're selling. They're starting to sell here. $142, I'll go $143 half. So a bounce here can get us to the top end of the cloud and we can come in. More selling pressure coming in. I think we're going to see Globex, guys. Globex is 101 half. Here it comes. I don't think I'm going to get filled on that order, but that's fine because the fact that we get to Globex, a bounce from it is shortable on a swing trade basis with a target that takes us to 25,040. And then we have levels under that too. Yeah, news in 3 minutes. I'm going to cancel my order since the market tends to burst this morning. Thank you, Adam. let them go through that 9 o'clock news cycle and see if we can burst down below Globex and then rally back up on a lower high, and we could go from there. Yeah, I mean, that was that seller that just burst the energy lower so quickly, and I saw that. I was like, wow. I mean, and then the market put a captain setup short on the 70 and then retested it one more time. An aggressive move for me was to go at 136 and just go short. But I'm trying to be, not trying to be careful, but I'm trying to get in sync trades in. So we hit Globex. The question is, now we're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a swing trade basis with a target. Target is 76.5, and we have the 50, and I want to be a player on the short side. We're gonna get a bit of a fade here in a second. Ain't no sunshine. Here you go. Yeah, we got the news coming up here. So let them play the news cycle, and here we go. News. All right, so they're selling. Or did they release the news? Okay, yeah, so that we got to the target, and now they're bouncing back. I want to be a player here, but I mean, the market made multiple moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're making a move. Five rotations in that rotation, and now the news comes in. Now the market is in sync, so I need to be a little bit careful here. So they're at Globex playing 97. We're about to hit target. Target is hit. Next target is 51. Damn it. Flatted that trade. We're almost at target there. That was a switch trade. I was looking for 10 points. We got there like 9 3/4. So we took one. Going flat on this one and looking for 10 points, and let's see if we can get there. Come on, get there. Got there. Okay, so we're on the board. We're on the board. Let's keep going. Yeah, there's a little bit of accumulation here. You could tell. I'm definitely a seller. Here goes Captain set up long, so they're gonna run it up a little bit, and we will see how well they hold on. We wanna see them. Most likely, we're gonna go test Globex one more time, because that's what they do. A bunch of stops sitting right above that 90, so they're gonna go and tag these areas. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a counter going on here. A bit of a rounding in price action. Almost a boat, Adam. Almost a boat. They're working on it. Holden, good morning. How are you? I'd rather be short than long. Looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a swing trade basis with a target. Target is 51.5. Another captain setup. That's two captain setups if they get up there at 84. Ah, yeah, here we go. Double captain setup right here. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. If they fail it, they're failing it. Still looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. A lot of noise here. Yeah, you would have thought with that failure you're gonna get momentum. Yeah, so you're not getting momentum. What we're getting is a lot of sideways consolidation. That's what we're getting. So that tells me that the market is really kind of you're running stops and you're buying them, running stops and buying them. So they're trying to hold it here. I'm not going to say they're going to be successful, but they're trying. And Globex is such an attractant at 102 that I wouldn't be surprised if we go tag it one more time before we come in. But I don't want to go long. I want to be short and looking for these rallies to short into it. I mean, we took 2 trades, flatted one, and took 10 points on one. So we're up just a couple of $100 on one account, and I'll start copy trading here on the next trade. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I mean, there's tops right there under that 65. What do they do with it? They're buying it? That's... No. Okay. That's good. It's fine. I want to be short. That was just too noisy for me to really participate in. Rather be short than long. We have a target. Target is 51.5. Once we get there, we're going to have momentum also. Maybe a bounce. We're at the bottom end of the Globex band, by the way. So that tells me that that's a target right here. 51.25. Target is hit. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a next target of 26.5. 26.5. I mean, I can play this game of 30. Man. Let's see here. 30, 33. 33, 36. So we're testing harmony zone number 1. That came in fast. I'm looking for a short. I'm going to get out of this trade. Wow. I'm going to get back in it. Let's go. Go fast. We'll go fast. Thank you. That was something, right? Yeah, there's a little bit of 70 plus 70. So I got in, then got out once the market. It looked like it's about to freaking reverse it. I mean, it didn't hit my stop by any mean, but I got myself out. But when I saw the market come back in, I got in and took 10 points out of it. All right, so let's just look for the next trade. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a target. The target is 26.5. How's everybody doing so far? Let's go, let's go. What do we do with this? I mean, we're so close to being out of sync. Any break above 90 will get the market out of sync and will push toward Globex. So the market is just fluctuating here. Here it comes. Here comes the push toward Globex. It's not like it's not predictable. I mean, this is a behavior they do. They always come back and retest. And they're not just retesting Globex, they're retesting the opening range. And that's what they're doing right here. Take a look. So we got the opening range, and we have that level that we keep talking about, the 128 to the 123. That range right there, that's the middle of that opening range. And they're running back up to retest it. And we've seen how a lot of times they'll come, I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah. But they'll come and retest it, then get faded back in. And that would be a signal to go short. But we'll see. We'll see. We want them to act here. The market is out of sync actually. So now we're getting into this territory of chop and two-sided market. Marty is not in today. Okay. Looking for Marty. Let's take a 5-minute break. I'll come back and see if the market shifts. Right now, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be two-sided market, and they're going to fluctuate around here against glowbacks. They'll probably come back in to the 70s and retest. They're going to play games in this area to build stops. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break, freshen up, and come back. All right, so I'm back. So what did they do? I mean, the kind of. Let's go back to this idea right here. So what the market did, it just went, tested the opening range, came back in. They're testing it one more time against that whole number. So they're taking out the stops, building some longs, and taking them out. Taking out the shorts, trapping longs, and bringing the market down. So far, still consistent with a short market. The market is out of sync. So what will get it back in sync is 64. Will get us back in sync. We're back. So what is the market doing here? Market is back in sync. We're trading above Globex. And we hit that 23 to 28 range, 23 to 28, and the market faded against it. That's the middle of the range on opening range. So we'll see. I mean, we have the 100. I mean, they could break the 100, go to the 96s, and run back up. The 100 is Globex. Oh, they held it. Market is in sync on the long side. 11, 18, 21. All right, we're thinking in terms of speed, range, and behavior. Speed is slowing down. Range is overall the fact that we're at Globex tells me that there's a contraction. I mean, we're not separating ourselves away from it in any significant way. Where would momentum come up in a meaningful way is 150 or below the Globex band, which is the, let me see here. Yeah, the 51, the 52. So that's basically where you're going to see expansion and trending and stuff like that. So far, the market really is in the opening range. And it's trying to separate itself away from it. Let's go back to the opening range chart. So the opening range, they attempted multiple times. Look at that, and that's where we got the double captain setup on the 70. Testing, tried to break it, testing, boom, collapsed. Tested it once, tested it twice, tested it 3 times. Now they're testing the middle of that opening range. So a break below the 100 will start the process of a sell pressure that could be significant. You know, it's not, the longs are not, you know, they're not very strong. They're not strong because they have to kind of overcome all this selling pressure that we had, which means they have to go break 150. And we're not seeing them doing that. And we're seeing the price going into this middle of the range retest and then a pullback. Now, there is a divergence, and Sheila was mentioning that, and it's true. ES is stronger than NQ, and that's pretty much the only thing that I feel like it's holding up NQ is ES. Once you get, yeah, look at that. Once ES turns below 80, I think you're gonna get a massive selling pressure coming in. Yeah, so you got a captain set up, switch trade. So that's multiple sell signals in a row. So like right here, when the market pulled back into this level right here at the 108, that was the key for the market to really resume momentum and start going to 126 and break out into the 150. And the pressure of the sellers came in and overwhelmed it under Globex. So the test of that move was right here at 108, and we saw what we saw. So they need to reassert themselves. The market is still in sync on the long side, but there's weakness. And in this environment, I am patient. Patience is a trade. So let's take a look here, because this chart is really a telltale of a lot of things. Captain setup, not only captain setup short here, but it's the opening range from the day before. Okay, so in order for the market to really continue along, they need to break above that level and continue, and they didn't do that. So they produced a switch trade, came back and gave us another captain setup short, right? Then retested it right here, took out the stops right above it and came in and confirmed it, and then boom, a sell pressure. So now the buyers stepped in and started inching it higher, but every time they test the bottom end of that opening range, they faded, and right here came in and faded again. Now the longs need to break 150, then threaten the 167. The shorts need to trade under Globex in the next 10-15 minutes and turn this candle back lower. Okay, the odds are we're going to close a bit higher at 119, which put the shorts at a pause. But if they don't do that and they start trading under Globex, then I think the pressure will accelerate and we will end up at 50. Whenever we see the market trading around Globex for an extended period of time, well, guess what? That's the definition of a choppy market. And I need to stay away from that choppy market, period. Okay? So the longs, I'm not going to take them till we break 150 and pull back and show a higher low. The shorts, I want to see Globex come in and the price under Globex. And if I want to trade in harmony with the market, I need to see 50, 25,050 come in. And then the market would be in sync. I mean, I can take out of sync trades and fade and play that game, but it's Friday. So I feel like I need to just take trades that are in sync. See, so we went to that 119. So that kind of puts the shorts on hold. I mean, it's the market is in sync on the long side, but I'm going to continue to read the market till things are a little bit clearer. So Ola is up 308 and 23 on 2 PAs done for the week. Good luck, guys. Okay. Good job, buddy. David, how is David doing? David is up, down on evals and up on PAs. Well, that's a good place to be. A better place would be up on everything, but hey, man, I'd rather be up on PAs than anything else. Adam blew up some evals from yesterday. Okay, man. Just improve, buddy. Improve, my man. Look at how you're blowing up and go in there and reverse engineer it. The answer to all our trading is always going to be in our failures. When we fail in anything and reverse engineer and say, okay, why did I fail? Why am I struggling? And how can I implement a process to reverse it and make my weakness a strength? When we start thinking like that, trading starts smiling back at us. Double switch trade long here on 120. Let them pull it back. Right now, all the market is doing is just kind of playing around with Globex. Above it, below it, above it, below it. The question I'm asking myself, can I see myself going long? The market is in sync on the long side. I mean, I can scalp long, but there's no, like, which is actually good. There's not a lot of momentum in the fact that there's not a lot of severe selling pressure that will threaten a long. The market has that grinding personality, which means that typically grinding personality favors the longs more than the shorts. Putting the captain set up short right here. Oh. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm not missing much, really. Yeah. I mean, it's a chop fest. It's okay, man. The key here is for us to recognize it. Recognize it. The market is in sync on the long side, but they're just going through a whole lot of rotations on a Friday, and they're trading inside the opening range with a lot of distributions above it, and they're still buying them. So the market is kind of stuck in that range. And ultimately, we know if the market is trading with low volatility around Globex, that you're going to get this type of behavior. So we know. So my response to that is take more breaks, no trading, wait for ranges to break and retest. And there's no shame in doing that. I could do that all day. No shame in their game. Interesting. Well, we're starting to separate here a little bit. I mean, that's good. I am going to make a decision here. Let's see here. I mean, I think we'll see 50. Yeah, we're gonna see 50. That's good. That's good. It's moving. We're separating away from the ranges. Ooh, wow. Just saw that 30 NT Rinko 6 pound captain setup with a switch trade. Holy crap. You took it? Yeah, that would be the one. Well, well, well. That was money right there. Yeah, I was in the kitchen cooking my soup. I was like, man, this market's not doing nothing. There's no sense in trying to look at it, but look what they put that big old signal on the market. So who else took advantage of that signal? I don't know. Safe, did you jump in? Adam? Adam took it. Was away for a minute. Yeah. You took a short and you got burned. There was that captain set up switch trade on the 30 in Turinko. That's what the one that we're talking about. That one worked. This right here. 6 pound captain setup, then a switch trade, then a retest of it at 28. Then you got yourself a 26 point move. Now the market is fading back in, but There you go, 50. I mean, took them their happy ass time to get there, but they finally got there. Next target is 176. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is slow. Range is pushing away from glowbacks, but it's still within a range. We're at the top end of the opening range. And the behavior right now is long. Where's ES? Let's take a look at ES. Oh yeah. Well, ES has been holding up NQ all day long. They just did not want to give that up. And I think that's why we stopped the selling pressure and turned around. And now we're about to, but you could see how ES is just breaking out and NQ is nowhere breaking out. It just tells you why you're not seeing a boat, you're seeing a V recovery. Here you go. Zip, zip. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Well, let's draw that boat. Where are you? It's a big boat, actually. So you got to break that level. So they're pulling back. And that would be a break. But I mean, there was a lot of pressure here. I mean, when the market did this, I mean, that's all money. Same thing, all money here. And then the market switch trade, run, run. Consolidation breaks it, then come back in a retest. Oh, Lord. Yeah, somebody needs to talk to that surgeon that did this little mess. Oh, you're funny. Well, on that note, we're calling this a wrap. 11 o'clock. I gotta go eat, man. I've been fasting for the past 2 days, so I need to put some food in my stomach. Water only fast. So me hungry. So we'll see you guys. So okay, so how did we do today, man? We did okay. We've been hold on. We've been doing good. I think the key. Hold on a second. Okay. We've been doing good. The key for me that I'm feeling really strongly about is taking premium trades. So the premium trades that I'm taking, meaning that the market is in sync, and I'm just taking a pullback into that and going for 10 to 20 points and trailing when it's applicable, have been definitely the performer at 13,797. When I go to non-premium trades and or WTF trades, those are not performing. It's almost the exact opposite of what I'm getting in, that's -6, -5. So the premium trades are what really is doing very well for me. And that's what I'm going to kind of stick with. So today we took about 4 trades. 3 of them, 1 was flat, 2 profitable, 1 was a small stop, but that trade really would have worked if you just left that alone. But anyway, so we're positive about $800 on 5 accounts total. I'll take it, and we'll move on to Monday. You guys take care. Have a good one.